and welcome to All Things Real Talk. Today I want to talk about something that's taking place down in Mississippi, Delta State University. A young brother was killed, in my opinion, because they're trying to say he hung himself. Lately, we've been getting a lot of "they hung themselves." I mean, we got to make this shit make some kind of sense. It's not making sense. It's not adding up. You got some people who hang themselves that commit suicide in their closet or whatever. But I think that's one of the real cop-outs, especially for African American people. African American people, if they're going to do suicide, they're going to do it some other way, because hanging is not necessarily the way. I don't believe, African American people would, even if they are, sick or something is pushing them to the edge, will think about hanging themselves. So with that being said, we need to question what's going on. The principal, not the principal because this is college, the dean or the president of the university, Delta State University, is too calm, too laid back, and the media is not saying ish about this problem. Black folks, you gotta wake up. The times are showing up now where nobody gives a damn. We gotta question this. We gotta stand up, and we got to stop. We have to stop with all these shenanigans. Sports being the main one. Sports is killing us. But that's another topic later. But how does this young man hangs himself? Let's just look at this clips from the news and some of the evidence and some of the reportings that they have. Let's just listen to it, because it doesn't add up. And guess what? There's no urgency in trying to find out what happened, who did it. But let's just go to it and listen to a few bites of it.
Campus police say the body of 21-year-old Trey Reed, a black student, was discovered by staff members on Monday morning. Authorities quickly ruling out foul play, and during a press conference today, the university president insisting that race relations are not an issue at the university.
I can say that my heartbreak is comprehensive, not just for Trey, although it is primarily for Trey, but for the fact that the rest of the world has an impression of Delta State that is so at odds with what I know to be this institution. This institution should not be associated with hate or hate crimes.
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, now representing Reed's family, demanding more transparency. The family saying we cannot accept vague conclusions when so many questions remain. Let's bring in our Ike Ajachi. So, Ike, what are we learning from police today? And are they still continuing to rule out foul play?
Yeah, Kira, several different agencies surrounding this investigation are saying just that. The Delta State University police chief, he's come out and said that there is no indication of foul play surrounding this incident. He also said that there is no ongoing threat to staff or faculty. Now, if you also look at what the Bolivar County Coroner's Office is saying, it's also falling in line with that. They're saying through a preliminary examination that there are no injuries to 21-year-old Trey Reed's body that are consistent to a physical attack. So that they said that there are no lacerations, no bruises, no broken bones, anything that would look like there was a physical attack to his body. Now, the coroner's office is saying that they are investigating this as a suicide, and they're also saying that the full autopsy is currently being done by the Mississippi State Crime Lab, and that'll be finished in about 24 to 48 hours, Kira.
So what is the family saying? Are they thinking it's a suicide?
Well, Kira, the family of Trey Reed right now, they are expressing deep frustration, and they are demanding transparency surrounding this investigation. Right now, through their attorney, Vanessa Jones, they have announced that they are conducting their own independent autopsy, and they're even conducting their own investigation around this. They are demanding answers, they're saying, that are shrouded in some kind of a cloud of secrecy. This is according to the attorney and the family. So what we're seeing right now is that they're claiming that there has been a lack of direct communication from law enforcement, from the university to the family on the day this incident was discovered, that is, of course, on September 15th, just 2 days ago. They're saying there has been no communication, and that's exactly what they're demanding. Take a listen.
Family does not know exactly what happened on September the 15th of 2025. We are seeking answers. The family of Trey Reed has not even received a phone call from the president of Delta State University.
He told me that they found Trey Reed in his room. And he didn't say possible suicide, he said suicide.
Now, Kira, it is important to note that the university did respond, the university president that is, by saying that the university contacted an individual for Trey Reed who is listed as the next of kin. And they said that happened on that day, Kira.
Again, as you can see from the video, the president, the sheriff, whoever the campus police guy is, they're saying there's no foul play. That's BS. First of all, ask yourself, how in the hell do you heist yourself up in a tree? Where's the chair? Where's the table? Where's whatever stand he stood on to hang himself? Now, they need to take pictures because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the photos and how he hung himself. Was it tied halfway up the tree where he can just sit down and hang himself? Nobody is saying that. If the police in their investigation said that, then I would have to have a pause for a second, just for a second, because yes, you can probably hang yourself just like in a closet. Okay, as you can see, everybody is speaking as if they don't have any details. They don't have any concern or urgency, as you could see, when it comes down to black individuals. Had this been somebody white, national news, every day, all day, 24/7, trying to get down to the bottom of it. But guess what? This young man is getting no justice. His grandfather said the school contacted him, or someone from the school contacted him and said it happened in his dorm room. Which one is it? Which one is it? Right there, that shows that for our black children, they don't give a damn. We better start waking up and realizing that this stuff is serious now. We have to do better. This thing is starting to ramp up. A lot of strange things are happening around the United States. And these are signs that the time is nearing, that they know changes are coming. They know that changes are coming and they're getting themselves ready for it. No matter what. Another thing that I didn't like also is, and I'm gonna do a video on this because I'm getting tired of Ben Crump, and I'm not tired of him in the sense that, you know, I don't want to see him doing what he's doing, but I'm getting tired of Ben Crump and all of these other civil rights attorneys who only come Johnny come lately to situations and plights of the black community. It doesn't help us when somebody is already dead. It doesn't help us when somebody is already in jail. It doesn't help us, Mr. Ben Crump, and all you other people that likes to come to these dances after it happens. I always said, and I always thought in my heart, like I was saying, I always said, these attorneys, Ben Crump, you guys, you come around when it's too late. We can always solve problems when they're small. We let them turn into these big, giant pink elephants. And then after something tragically happens, all of a sudden, all of you high-powered attorneys show up. We got to stop it. We got to do better. We got to help these people when it begins. Because if we help when it begins, it never gets to the point of where we always talking on national TV about how something happened. So folks, join me. Help me. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. subscribe to help me to keep doing this along with all these other great people that are doing this, because this is something that I think is helping bring light to these problems. And, you know, as we all know, roaches don't like light. When roaches see the light, they scatter. So in my opinion, Ben Crump, you have to do better. Stop looking for the big cash cow and start when it's small.